Hello, this is Japanese craft beer reviews, and today we will look at a beer from Japan, a beer that is from Two Rabbits Brewing Company. And Two Rabbits is located in the town of Omihachiman, which is on the coast of, or on the shore of Lake Biwa. It's about 1/3 of the way up the lake from Kyoto on the eastern side. Lake Biwa has kind of a west and an east side. The west side is very mountainous. In fact, there are skiing areas there, and the eastern side is a little flatter with some rolling hills. Omihachiman is rather famous as a tourist town, city of canals, and you can take little boat rides on flat bottom boats along the canals and that sort of thing. Very peaceful place. And the founders of Two Rabbits met at Kyoto University when they were studying there, one man from Australia, one man from Mongolia, and they were both working on MBAs there. And they had thought about starting a brewery, and they were wondering where should we locate our brewery. So they fed a number of parameters into the computer, and the computer spat out Omihachiman. And this is not a place I would think of as a good location, but according to the computer, it did have some good features, including a good source of water. So they started their brewery there, and they have a brewery and tap room. The tap room is, I think, called now the Rabbit House. It used to be Rabbit Hutch. And so you can visit, if you visit Omihachiman, it's about an hour from Kyoto on the train, and visit Two Rabbits. Today's beer is a new one, and it's in their Moon Rabbit series. They put out a number of different beers as the Moon Rabbit. You see the Moon Astronaut Rabbit here. This is called Moon Rabbit Session Hazy IPA. So it's a session beer and a hazy IPA to boot. And there were no ratings on Rate Beer when I checked, and 130 on the Untapped site, and the average was 3.82, pretty high. 4.5% alcohol and 16% or 16 international bittering units. The malt bill consists of a number of IREKS malts from Kulmbach, Germany, including Irex Pilsner, Irex Crystal Maple, Irex Wheat Malt, and oats. The hops include Cryo, Mosaic, Eldorado, and Nelson Sauvin. The yeast is something called M66 Hophead. So let's give this one a go, and I think it should be interesting. Japanese astronaut just returned to Earth after several months on the space station. I guess he's been up there 3 times. So here we go. Oh, it is hazy, that's for sure. All right. Okay, it is very, very hazy, kind of mild apple juicy color. You can't see the carbonation, but let's see what we get. Okay, it does have the typical hazy sort of overripe fruit juice, kind of lightly fermenting fruit juice. Sometimes hazies can be a bit much, they get on your tongue and coat your tongue and kind of dull the taste buds, I think. They are a very popular form of the IPA. In fact, a lot of younger beer geeks, I guess, started on hazy IPAs. I guess they started coming out maybe, I don't know, somewhere around 8 years ago or so. Okay, definitely we get a thick, fruity nose, not tropical, but very ripe or overripe kind of stone fruit. Okay. As advertised, hazy IPA. And it is light. It's lighter than most. Some IPAs can really kind of give you a blast of flavors and aromas, and it's maybe a bit too much. This one, clearly it's got the fruitiness, but it hits initially and then it sort of fades slowly through mid-palate. By the finish, it's fairly dry and maybe a touch metallic. Yeah. So this is kind of a hazy. Maybe I intimated this, but I'm not the biggest fan of hazy IPAs. But this is one I could probably stay with for a pint, and it doesn't really overpower. So which is a very pleasant thing for me in a hazy IPA. Fruitiness sits on the tongue for a second and then kind of blends with mild hoppiness, very, very mild hoppiness. 4.5%, 16 IBUs, so very, very low. Hazy IPAs, of course, are not hoppy, but they should be what's called juicy, so the fruity elements really come to the fore. And this is a pleasant one. Yeah, so try this out if you happen to see this. And I would say try anything by Two Rabbits Beer Brewing Company in Omihachiman. Once again, this is Two Rabbits Moon Rabbit Hazy Session Hazy IPA, 4.5%, 16 IBUs. Okay, that's it for today, and I hope you do remain well. Tell me your experience with Two Rabbits, or if you have a different opinion about hazy IPAs, please do let me know. That's it. Bye bye.